Do you feel like living with stressful factors and self pressure and responsibilities have become part of your normal life? Do you want to know if it's possible to live a stress free lifestyle? Do you tell yourself that some stress is actually good and necessary for survival? Let me tell you, there is no such thing as a positive stress. Stress is not sustainable. Studies have actually shown that stress is the number one killer of mood, energy, mental health, physical health for taking the right actions. Really, it's not good for any good functionality in general. Even forget about studies. I have witnessed it over and over again and experienced it myself how stress is bad for our overall well being in the long term. How can we expect to live our best life and become our best self if we accept stress as a normal daily experience? When there is stress, that means you feel unsafe and you experience unbalance. Now, do you believe that your overthinking contributes to your stress? Well, actually, overthinking does not cause you stress. Let me show you why. Here's an example. Someone gets fired. Here's two situations, two outcomes of it. Example A, outcome A, there's this overthinking of the person. Oh, it's terrible. What am I going to do? I have bills to pay. I have a family to support, a wedding to plan and pay for. How am I going to do this now? In result, the person feels devastated and hopeless. In the example B, outcome B, the overthinking of the person is I am so relieved. I hated that job and now I get to benefit the employment compensation, which will allow me to finally start my dream business. Thus, the person feels relieved and hopeful. Although the situation is the same, both examples reacted differently. One side as a problem, while the other side as an opportunity. Now, I surveyed 50 busy professionals, and here were the main three reasons of why they thought they were struggling with stress. Number one, their brain doesn't stop thinking. Two, societal and mental pressures. And three, time management. They don't have enough time. Although their answers are valid, we are missing one important point: the source of it all. In both the example and the survey, we have one common denominator, which is in fact the source of it all. Are you ready to know about it, guys? In both cases, the perspective and the belief system are at the sources of stress. This is the source of it all. Overthinking does not cause you stress. It's the type of thoughts that causes you stress. Do you see it now? Overthinking is not a problem per se because you cannot expect to stop thinking, really. Hello, my name is Maxime. I am a mindset and intuitive mentor, and I help busy professionals to lead a successful yet stress free lifestyle without having to spend too much time on the process and stopping the overthinking. It's possible with my method because I did it. Here's a reminder before. As long as you focus on the symptoms, which are the situations, the stress factors, the emotions, but not at the source of it, which are the thoughts and beliefs, you will fail to live a successful and stress free lifestyle. And we have already declared that stress is not sustainable for your well being. So, we actually want to have a successful, healthy, and stress free lifestyle. So, let's come back to our example. So as you can see, in situation A, the person feels devastated and hopeless. They saw decide as a problem, whereas in the situation B, the outcome B, decide as an opportunity. How come one person saw it as a problem while the other saw it as an opportunity? Because of the perspective of the situation. But Macy, how does one change perspective, right? Well, my question to you is how does one think the way they do? So many times I have seen people focus on the situation, the symptoms, rather than how to change the perspective, which is the source. So let's see this overview. The perspective comes from the type of thoughts that we have, as we have seen in the example. That derives from the systems of beliefs that we hold in our mind. And this is caused by three factors, which is the time, environment, and repetition. Actually, your system of beliefs is built over time and repetition, and it becomes really a programming. So let's take this example of the table, which represents a belief. Over time and repetition, we the belief gets legs under their table, right? Like we add just more and more legs to the point that before you know it, your belief system has become stable and unshakable because there's so many legs that just confirm this belief. But not all beliefs serve you the best. It's not because you have an unshakable table of belief that it is the right one, right? And chances are because you have grown or you're living with a lot of people who have beliefs of system that cause them stress, that you have as well beliefs of system that cause you stress instead of peace, right? So here's this phrase, this affirmation. You act or react to situations because of your systems of beliefs. We are agreeing with that. So when X, which is a situation, happens, I will think Y, which is a system of beliefs. Thus, I will do Z, which are the actions that we're going to take. What do you do when Z is not bringing you the results you want in your life and causes you more stress? So let's take again this affirmation, this premise. So X is a situation, you cannot control X, right? And your actions, which is Z, are derived from your systems of beliefs. So you must change Y, the system of beliefs. So how do you change your system of beliefs? The same way you built your original system of beliefs. So here's a reminder. From your perspective, you're gonna experience stress or peace. Let's put it this way, simplify it, right? Believe me, even the most stressed person can lead a successful and stress free lifestyle. It's possible, believe me, because I did it. I was the most stressed person. I used to overstress and overthink daily, imagine all the worst case scenarios to prepare myself, put in a more enormous pressure on myself to not fail. I used to have huge skin problems and insomnia and digestive problems, binge watch and sleep super late because I was seeking distractions from my mind, act from a place of logic and dismiss my emotions. I used to wanted to control the parameters of my life environment. I used to have such high expectations of myself and others. Now, I'm at peace with my decisions and what life brings me. I manifest the greatest scenarios. I have no more pressure or desire to distract the brain as much. I've developed successful tactics and that reduce and shorten my periods of stress and overthinking. I listen to my intuition and respect my boundaries. Life is easier and much, much more fun. I find happiness in the simplest things, a better overall health. Everything, it's just great, right? And this is what I show in my 12-week Peace of Mind course. I have developed easy and time effective techniques and life hacks to turn your life into a successful and stress free lifestyle. So be prepared with this course to be free of the same repeated sources of stress, attract positive outcomes, lead a healthier life mentally and physically, grow in self confidence, and much, much more. You can have it all. Trust me, because I did, or I have, per se. Be at peace and empowered in your everyday life. With the length of the course, which represents time, my accompaniment, which is the environment, the surroundings, and the right content of the course and calls, which represents the repetition, I guarantee you I can help you change your belief system that causes you stress and develop one that brings you peace of mind. And that's not all. In my course, you don't need to be disciplined. You don't need to be consistent. You don't need to spend many hours per day, which is time consuming. You don't need to read X books and listen to X amounts of videos online. You don't have to like routines and wake up at 5 a.m. You don't have to work hard in order to succeed and change your lifestyle. You do you and you go at your rhythm. After my 12-week course, you will learn how to deal with emotions and stress factors, attract success to you effortlessly, create positive outcomes out of every situation, feel more confident and empowered, improve your personal and professional relationships, improve your self awareness, and most importantly, have a sustainable and long term success in your everyday life. If that calls you out, if you are tired of dealing with stress and anxiety, if you don't want your overthinking to hold you prisoner anymore, if anything you tried before hasn't worked, it's time for you to try something different. You owe it to yourself. You deserve success, happiness, and peace of mind. I believe in you. So please book a free discovery call quickly so we can overview together if I can help you or not. But this is a warning. This call is not going to be a sales call. It's an opportunity to get to know each other, connect, and see if we can be a good fit. You won't get access to the course if I don't feel you can benefit from it. The number one criteria that most coaches forget is to make sure their clients can truly benefit or not from the collaboration. So now that we're on the same page, I am so excited and I cannot wait to meet you. There's nothing more of a blessing than helping someone become free and thriving. So, are you ready to thrive? See you on the other side.